I'm sick that this camera on this computer is better than the other one. So Sham Sharania posted, I'm told Jimmy Butler will not be signing an extension with the Heat or any other team ahead of his opt-out in 2025 free agency. Wow. Interesting. We're live on YouTube and we're live on Twitch. I made my Twitch return today, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm excited. I hope that fan noise for my YouTube people, I hope that's not drowning me out. I'm not playing any music, obviously, sensitive ass YouTube shit. We 8 minutes away from finding out who the number one pick is going to be. Is it going to be Alex Sarr? Is it going to be Zachary Ricochet? Or is it going to be a surprise, like I said, in Donovan Clingan? Who's it going to be? I hope it's Sarr for personal reasons. So how y'all feel about Kevin Durant possibly going to Houston? What y'all think about that? I mean, me personally, I don't know about that. I think Houston really needs to focus on getting. Well, I don't know. I mean, not the biggest fan of Kevin Durant going over there. I think they need to get a younger player. They should go get Brandon Ingram. I think that's the guy. And they should do something like a three-way deal or something like that with those three teams, the Pelicans, Suns, and the Rockets, where the Suns can have their future back. Houston can have KD, and the Suns can have Ingram. Pelicans can get whatever the fuck they want out of those two teams. All right. I mean, it's going to start at 8, and then the clock's going to go off. Okay. I mean, Boselli's is rumored to be going to my Pistons. I'm not a big fan of Boselli's shooting ability because Pistons need shooting like really, really bad. But I keep hearing from the grapevine that the Pistons are going after Tim Hardaway Jr., which is something that we need, even though, the contract is kind of iffy. Hardaway didn't perform well in the playoffs and he's injury prone. But if we can get Hardaway for the low, I think it'll pay off. It'll be a low pay, high risk, high reward. I don't have the time to go back through my mock draft. You would have to watch the Twitch version of this shit. I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see to hope y'all go on this journey with me. I don't know if my version of last year's draft is still on YouTube, I think they fucked with my, my last shit. So hopefully I get to keep this shit. I'm surprised he's getting an introduction. Filipowski might go low in this draft. Guess they're introducing everybody. Got the key Glock going. Okay, they got Furphy in the building. Got Adam Morrison's son in there. Just playing. I don't know who the fuck that is. My NBA stream might be a little bit later. Might be a little bit early. Yeah, it's later. It's much later. I'm sure that they probably didn't announce the number one pick. I got that bootleg shit. I ain't got real cable. Deron Holmes, man, he's underrated. He ain't really got a flaw in his game. For real, for real. Dalton Connect. I hope Detroit moves up and gets this guy. Like there are multiple players that I hope the Pistons get. Hopefully they trade up. Like I hope that they do a trade with somebody. Like that's what I'm really looking forward to is who gets traded where during the draft. Draft day trades are the best. This may not be the most exciting draft class. Yeah, I know my motherfucking jersey look like a G Unit jersey, nigga. Fuck y'all. Wait, Tahani Salon. Wait, he got a black mama? Or is that his sister? Whoever she is, she fine in a motherfucker. Alex Sarr. Drug Zor. Okay, so he got a brother that his brother looked like a twin. Damn, did they create the same nigga? Reed Shepard. I don't know, man. I wouldn't be surprised if Washington got Reed Shepard at number 2. All right, y'all. Who going number 1? Is it Klingon? Is it Sarr? Is it Ricochet? A lot of the ESPN people are picking Ricochet to go number 1. I'd be shocked. I'd be completely shocked if Ricochet goes number 1. Okay. Let's get it. Shout out to my Twitch people that's still online. Appreciate you for dropping in. I'm usually on the other side filming, but I want to try something a little bit different. Because I'm trying OBS out for the first time and it's very interesting. Man, I hate commercials. I wish they would just get to the damn fucking part, man. So y'all notice everybody getting paid, man. Scotty Barnes just got 270, and Anobi got 212. Nick Claxton's about to get 100 M's now. Man, NBA is fantastic, ain't it? Jesus. This is getting very exciting, man. I hope that I hope these cats make it exciting because the panel is kind of mid. You got Richard Jefferson, boring ass. Got Malika Andrews, hating ass. Jay Billis. So hey, I mean, you ain't got Perk on there, man. Going Moda Moodin, Moses Moodin. Yeah, they made sure Perk wasn't gonna be on this panel this year. They're like, fuck that. But maybe Perk there. Got Monica interviewing people. Man, I'm just ready for this draft. This ain't the best draft class. You know, everybody talking about, oh man, everybody talking about Bronny. I'm like, man, this has got to be the first, second round pick to ever get this much attention. Because if somebody moves up and drafts Bronny, that'd be a wasted pick to me. Not gonna hold you. Not gonna fucking hold you. Man, it's 8:02, man. Let's get to it. How y'all feel about the Knicks trading 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges? Ain't that ridiculous? That trade definitely a C minus for the Knicks. Y'all didn't have to give up that much, bro. Y'all just gonna have to work through free agency, huh? I'm glad the Stepien rule is still in effect. That way you trade picks every other year versus the next 5 years like Phoenix did. Oh, okay. Okay, Donovan Clingan with the bust down rollie. Reed Shepard. Reed Shepard, the best shooter in the draft. Honestly, I hope Reed Shepard falls to the Pistons at 5. It's a lot of players that I want my Pistons to draft, like Reed Shepard, Ricochet, Cody Williams, Dalton Connect, whoever is shooting in this draft. Oh shit, Adam Silver's on. That sucker. Adam James, Adam Ramon James. And of course, they're gonna do that Bill Walton shit. Jerry, yeah, man. Rest in peace, Jerry West and Bill Walton, especially Jerry. Jerry changed basketball. He changed the game. And the GM work. Yeah, man. Can't wait. Who is going to be number one? You know, my choice was Clingan because the Hawks have been looking at him, but you never know what happens at the last minute. People change their minds all the time. Wish the Pistons would have changed their mind in 2003 and drafted Carmelo Anthony, but it's too little, too late. Yes, I'm holding a grudge. Fuck y'all. Boston got the number 30 pick. I'm wondering who they gonna pick. All stars. Rug Zors. Ain't they in New York? Yep. Yeah, they hate Boston and NY, dog. That's a sin. Silver should have somebody should have threw something at Silver for that. Real New York style. All right. Oh. Oh yeah, I like that because it used to be what, like 10 minutes before they pick? Now they got 5 minutes. Oh boy. Ah. Adrenaline is rushing. And then I also wonder, like, is there going to be trades? All right, I'm not going to look at social media. It's easier said than done. So we got Washington taking the 14th overall pick from Portland. It's going to be interesting. How y'all feel about Bam got a 3 years, $166 million maximum contract extension. Rubs hands like Birdman. Now, who do y'all want y'all squad, y'all team to draft? Because I'm not like these niggas on TV that just talk about one player and one team all fucking day. I talk about all 30 teams. I give every one of those teams attention, whether they're great or whether they're shitty as hell. And my team has been shitty as hell for quite a while, and we are tired. Hopefully, the Pistons make the right pick, and I'll give you my reaction as it's happening. So, it's about that time. Number one pick. Let's go. I agree. They might get Klingon. Yo, they clowning Richard Jefferson. course, y'all have to have representation for those alphabet boys. Not too not the alphabet boys. I'm dead. Oh, Jay Bill. Y'all see that Jay Billis joke that he just stuck in? That nigga said those two guys aren't French. Oh, y'all niggas ain't catch that shit, bro. Jay Billis got away with one. Looks hands like Birdman. Let's go. Number one pick. Let's talk about it. We'll talk on what that number one pick is going to mean to the Atlanta Hawks, but let's see who it is. Let's go. Mm. Mm. Crazy. All right. So Zachary Ricochet is the number one pick. What do you guys think? I mean, how do I feel about this? I mean, he was on a lot of NBA draft boards, but it sucks that my team won't be able to get Zachary Ricochet. Now, Ricochet, he's got some talent. He's one of the better players in this draft. I mean, he's 6'10 with handles like a guard. He can attack the basket. He can hit open shots. Kind of underrated defensively. It's a good pick for Atlanta for sure. Atlanta definitely needed wing play, but what does that say? Is he going to play the 3 or the 4? I would say that Ricochet should play the 4. If they even decide to even keep their team. But Atlanta is an unsure roster. They don't know what the fuck they really gonna do with this team. Like I told y'all, underrated defensively, ladies and gentlemen. It's a reason why they're so excited. He's the most talented player in the draft. Man, I wanted Detroit to get this motherfucker bad, but I kind of knew that. Damn. Damn. Looks like I'm right about Alex Sarr being the number 2 overall pick, but I was wrong about my number 1. Now the question is, where will Donovan Clingan go? It's looking like I'm hoping and praying that it's Memphis. But my thing is, he'll probably end up starting, especially if they blow the team up. Now we got to see like what Atlanta does with Trey, DeJounte, Bogdanovich, Capella. This is a very unpredictable team. We just know that Zachary Ricochet is going to be there to begin next season. Now, the other role players that they surround him with, you know what I'm saying? We don't know where this Atlanta team's going to be at the end of training camp and in late October when the season starts. That boy can't speak a lick of goddamn English, playboy. That boy said, I great opportunity to play for NBA. I'm really emotional right now. I'm really fucking emotional right now. This is the greatest fucking day of my life, and I appreciate the opportunity to play for Atlanta Hawk. Yeah, but shout out to Ricochet though. Congratulations, young man. You're the number one pick. You are in an elite class of extraordinary players. You know what I'm saying? So now we're at Washington. I believe Alex Sarr is going to be the number 2 overall pick. There ain't no doubt about it. I'd be shocked if Washington got Klingon number 2. Washington Wizards should automatically select the best player available the rest of the draft. This is why Washington traded to get the number 14 pick because they need help. They need to use this draft to get to fill roster spots. Isn't Wes Unseld Jr. in the front office? Like, he should be going to work tonight. He should be on full display to see if he can keep that GM job. Ooh. Alex Sarr. Sorry to my Twitch people, man. That sun is lethal. I mean, I would move to a different side of the room, but I got this. Uh, no shit. No shit, Sherlock. Yep. It's up. I mean, that's not shocking. I got this one right, so I'm one of 2 right now on the draft board. But Alex Sarr is going to immediately help the Washington Wizards. They are pretty thin at power forward, and Kyle Kuzma's on the trading block. This is a good look for the Wizards, even though, unfortunately, I hate to be that guy, but I have to be that guy because I have to tell the truth. Washington will definitely be back in the top 5 next year, making making another lottery pick. This is the trust the process Philly thing. Okay, that's what we're experiencing because that starting lineup is ugh. So what we got now? Like, who the fuck is the starting 5 for the Wizards right now? God damn. So is it gonna be what? Jordan Poole, Johnny Davis, Kyle Kuzma, Alex Sarr, and Marvin Bagley? Oh Lord, have mercy. Yo, they need to draft a center. They need to draft a center with their next pick. And I mean, Zach Edey, bro. Zach Edey at 14. I'm definitely considering that if I'm Washington. Alex Sarr is gonna, get a chance to possibly average like 17 and 11 with the Wizards, but Washington's gonna be arguably the worst team in the East next year, still, no matter what. Because Sarr isn't necessarily a franchise player, but he'll play like one because he'll get the opportunities like one. I say 16 and 11, possible rookie of the year candidate. Could average a lot more. He's going to average like a block and a half, 2 blocks. So we're looking at number 3, Houston. I'm gonna say Reed Shepard's coming off the board. He's the best player available. Or it could be a shocker. It could be Donovan Clingan. If they draft Donovan Clingan, Alperen Sengun's on the trade block. And that would be crazy if the Rockets trade him. He's their best player. Alex Sarr English is a fucking one. He's not like Ricochet. Yeah, that shit just hit him that he's a number 2 overall pick. I'd be crying for different reasons if I'm Alex Sarr. I'd be crying because I'm going to the worst fucking team in the goddamn league. I'd be crying too. And I gotta possibly play with Kyle Kuzma and Jordan Poole, who don't pass the goddamn ball. And from what I'm hearing, Sarr is not an elite rebounder. From what I'm hearing, even though I predicted that he would average 16 and 11, because who the fuck else is going to rebound other than Bagley in Washington? Washington got roster issues to address. But like I said, if I'm the Houston Rockets, I'm going Reed Shepard here. Best shooter in the draft. He got underrated athleticism, underrated on the defensive end, and he would be elite on the Rockets. He'd be the sixth man of. He'll be a sixth man of the year candidate on the Rockets if he goes there. Let's see what. Let's check in. 2 for 3. Let's go. 2 for 3. Let's go. I ain't think I'd do this good, but fuck it. It's just the first 3 picks. Yeah, my shit gonna fall off after 4. But it's lit. Okay, so the Rockets got Reed Shepard. He's gonna be the sixth man on this team. He's going to be buckets off the bench. If Jalen Green's off, if Fred VanVleet can't find a bucket, Reed Shepard will. He shot 52% from 3 in college. He's lethal off the screen. Got a little handle. Not the best ball handler, but he got speed. He infiltrates the passing lanes. Pretty good defense. Underrated passer as well. So Houston got a good one. Hopefully Houston keeps the pick. But now that Mikal Bridges is on New York, I don't know if they trade this pick. unless they do the Kevin Durant thing tonight, at least unless they do that. So, I mean, I like Reed Shepherd now for Houston, 6-man role. Now, looking at San Antonio at number 4, I mean, my mock draft, according to my mock draft, it says Rob Dillingham, but I wouldn't be surprised if they drafted Stephon Castle, because Stephon Castle has a very mature game. Rob Dillingham is pretty much like, Tyrese Maxey Jr. Well, we'll talk about Dillingham hopefully with the next pick. But I like Shepherd for the Rockets. He's a damn good player. Boy got underrated bounce, man. You got that athleticism, dog. I keep trying to tell y'all. I'm on point with mine. So, what if the Spurs select Clingan? I mean, I'm hoping Clingan falls to 9. So will Rob Dillingham join his teammate in Texas? Or will Rob Dillingham fall lower to the draft than a lot of these so-called draft experts? They came 70 deep, just like some niggas, huh? Can you imagine that bench? That bench is going to be crazy. You got Reed Shepherd, you got Amen Thompson, you got Cam Whitmore, you got Jeff Green, Tari Eason, Steven Adams. I don't see how the Rockets wouldn't make the playoffs in the West next year. I know the West is tough, but come on. That bench alone, I didn't even say the starters' names yet. That's a knuckleball he delivered. At least he threw a strike though. That's fire though that his mom get to celebrate her birthday. More life. But pick 4, I'm anxious to see. Oh, the pick is in, so I'm hoping it's Dillingham at 4 or Stephon Castle. That's what I'm thinking. Dillingham or Castle. I mean, San Antonio's got 2 first-round picks. They can add team players that can contribute to that team ASAP, and that's what they need. They need another. They need a wing. They need a guard, and they need bench depth. And they can get all of this shit in this draft right now. That Luau Dang? That nigga look like Luol Deng. Nigga look like Luol Deng. Okay. Okay, I was wrong about Castle, but I did mention that they should draft Castle or Dillingham. I'm happy San Antonio got Stephon Castle because he's an NCAA champion, you know, and he's drafted. He got what he wants. Castle got what he wanted because he had a request going into the draft. He wanted to go to a team that didn't have a point guard. That was his number one request. He wanted to go to an NBA team that did not have a point guard. He can ball, man. He got that defense. Shot needs to be worked on a little bit, but he got the bounce. He can dunk that bitch, man. He's very creative. He can pass the ball. He's a true point. And him and Victor Wembanyama, whether he plays the 1 or the 2, it doesn't matter. They filled an open spot that San Antonio really needed because that point guard position was by committee. That 2 guard position was held by Devin Vassell, who's really a 3. What I just say? I studied this kid, man. Y'all can't tell me shit, man. I know what I know, and my name is my name. The king be knowing, man. I'm telling you. I love it. Great pick by San Antonio. Hey, San Antonio could still get Dillingham 8th. I still could be right, though, technically. But now that Castle's off the board, Detroit, I mean, they're going to get Bucelis because, they're going to get Matas Bucelis. I'd be shocked if they got Donovan Clingan. Because Donovan Clingan, if they draft Donovan Clingan, they're saying that Jalen Duren is not starting. But I highly doubt it, though. I think they're going to get Matas Bucelis because he's affiliated with our team. Not a big fan of that shot, but I'm a fan of everything else that Bucelis has to offer for Detroit. We'd be basically getting another defender. But Stephon Castle, man, he's a good player. He's going to help San Antonio. He's going to help Wemby. I'm anxious to see what the second pick for San Antonio is going to be because, honestly, I love the pick. But my Detroit Pistons, I mean, who do I want? I mean, everybody I want for the Pistons is off the board except Dalton Knecht, Cody Williams. You know what I'm saying? Those are the 2 guys that I would like on our team. But if I'm going with my gut, they're going to pick Matas Bucelis. What I want ain't always what it is. But they've been looking at Bucelis. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't Ricochet, it was going to be Bucelis. I didn't even bring up my player comparisons. The first pick, Zachary Ricochet, I compared him to Keegan Murray. You know what I'm saying? I compared him to Keegan Murray. He got game. You know what I'm saying? And it's just flat out straight game. Then, Alex Sarr, I compared him to Evan Mobley. A little bit skinnier, needs to get in the weight room. Reed Shepard, I compared him to Grayson Allen. Stephon Castle, I compared him to Amen Thompson, Cason Wallace, and Terrence Mann. All right, Trajan, don't fuck this up, nigga. Don't fuck this up, Trajan. We on the clock. I mean, I already know they're probably going to select Matas Bucelis. I hope we don't get James Borrego. He's not a good head coach. Great assistant coach, great mentor to young players, but not a great head coach. He hasn't had success as a head coach. What was I saying earlier if y'all caught that? I was saying that I would hope either Edey or Clingan for the Grizzlies. Uh-oh. The pick's in, but we'll see what's up. Shout out to Bobby Marks for putting our team needs in front display. 3-point shooting. I mean, I want Connect, Cody Williams, but I'm not sure about Buzelis. I like him, but I don't know, man. I just think that they're gonna go with Buzelis at 5, bro. Because the Pistons actually worked him out, been looking at him for a while. Pause. Yeah, man. I've been Clingan dressed like he going to prom. Look like my nigga from tripping going to prom without no date head ass. I mean, I wouldn't pick Ron Holland either because we already got a Ron Holland, and that's a Swar Thompson. We don't need Ron Holland. A Swar does everything Ron Holland does. We don't need another a Swar Thompson. I mean, I like Ron, but not for us. Come on, y'all. Don't fuck this up. What? So y'all want two Swar Thompsons, basically. I don't like the pick. I like the player, but not the pick for the Pistons. I can't believe Ron Holland went that high, but early draft projections had him at number 2 overall. I'm not a big fan of Ron Holland, but don't get me wrong, I don't hate the guy. His shot is horrible. He shot 23% from 3. And we need 3-point shooting. Unless Detroit got a plan to move up to take a shooter, or we get Tim Hardaway Jr. tonight. I'm not a big fan of the pick, but however, Ron Holland does have great intangibles. He got some defense. He can perimeter defend, and he is probably one of the best dunkers in this draft. That dude could be in a dunk contest. That dude, he could jump. He's got intangibles. And this is another, we got twin, where have you been? Head ass boy to a Swar. We got 2 Ausar Thompsons. I don't know why. I mean, I'm surprised we didn't get Buzelis. But Buzelis, he probably might go to Portland at 7. But I'm shocked that they got Ron Holland that high. As I said, he's one of the best defensive players in the draft. He's not the best one, but he's top 5, top 3. I like the jumping ability. I like the fact that he could get steals. He could, you know, defense creating offense type person, type player. Pistons are keeping the pick. Pistons are keeping Ron Holland. I'm not the biggest fan of this pick, but welcome to Detroit, Ron Holland. I mean, I like Ron Holland. You know, don't get me wrong. I don't hate him. I just didn't. I wanted a shooter. I wanted shooting. But maybe, just maybe, hopefully, prayer, right hand to God, right? Pistons move up to the draft and go grab one of those shooters. But Ron Holland, no. I watched a lot of Ron Holland tape. That shooting, man, that's what I'm worried about. Like what is Trajan doing? That was a weird pick for me. But I love Ron Holland's defensive ability to infiltrate passing lanes, to block shots, to lock down because he is locked down now. Perimeter defender. I mean, I like him in a swore. You know, maybe he could be like one of those bench renegades. You know what I'm saying? He could be like Gerald Green on 2K type shit. I don't know about that one. I'm shocked. I didn't think Ron Holland would go top 5. I thought Ron Holland would be 10th. But now I was bragging about how I was what? 2 for 3. Now I'm 2 for 5 while I'm fucking laughing. And I don't think anybody got a perfect draft board right now. I bet nobody's got a perfect draft board right now. But Charlotte, I mean, I had Charlotte selecting Stephon Castle, but now I see them maybe getting Matas Buzelis or a wild card, Nikola Topic. But one person that I think that Charlotte should select for sure, is Dalton Knecht. I think Dalton Knecht could play alongside. He's 6'7". So would be LaMelo Ball. He's 6'6", 6'7". Could shoot like a motherfucker. Can infiltrate passing lanes. He's pretty much like Reed Sheppard. Him and Reed Sheppard have the exact same game. But I compared Ron Holland to Gerald Wallace. I compared him to Crash. Maybe he could get with Lethal Shooter or something and improve that jump shot. I mean, that's what I'm hoping for Holland is to improve that jumper. But other than that, decent pick. But Charlotte, I say they should get Matas Buzelis or Dalton Knecht or Nikola Topic. But I wouldn't be surprised if Topic fell because This dude partially tore his ACL in May, so he might not come back until November, December. But I like to see Topic in Charlotte or Connect or Buzelis. So would Buzelis play the 2 guard, or will Brandon Miller play the 2 guard? But wow. Ron Holland, wow. Like I wasn't expecting that one. That came out of nowhere. Like I said, I love Ron Holland. I like what he brings to our team, but I don't know. Maybe the Pistons know something that I don't know. I don't know, Trajan. We got 2 Ausar Thompsons now. Two Ausars. I honestly can't believe this shit. Not even gonna hold you. This is fucking crazy. All right, so the Hornets pick is in. Let's go. Let's get it. What? Y'all want me to be honest? What the fuck is Charlotte? See, this is why they suck right here. I'm not sold on Tahani Salon, bro. I'm sorry. I think he's the most overrated player in this draft. You know, I compared him to Steve Novak. He's a good shooter. I'll give you that. Charlotte definitely gets a shooter off the bench. I don't know if that was what they were going for. Maybe they feel like their starters are already set. It seems like, but they got a hole at 2 guard unless they're starting Seth Curry next year, and they're sold on LaMelo Ball, Seth Curry, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, and Mark Williams. But Miles Bridges, I think he's a free agent this year, if I'm not mistaken. So Grant Williams could be their starting 4. But Tahani Salon, I don't like the pick, especially at number 6. Charlotte could have traded up and got this guy. This guy probably would have still been available. He's a mid-first round pick. You know, I think they're gambling on his possible potential. I think Salon is the one of the youngest players in the draft, if not the youngest player in the draft. But he's got that shot. He reminded me so much of Steve Novak. If you're familiar with the Knicks, you know, you remember who Steve Novak is. He can shoot the lights out, and that's all he can do. But Salon, I think Salon will be a good player in 4 years. I don't think he's going to jump off the porch with it, but he will be elite shooting-wise. He could be a 6-man for this Charlotte Hornets team. But I can't believe that shit. Charlotte, what the fuck were y'all thinking? I think Charlotte was better off drafting Dillingham. I guess everybody that had the mock drafts was right about Rob. Rob's falling down the draft board. They had Rob hella low. Like, I felt like Rob Dillingham should have been off the board, in my personal opinion. But Tahani Salon at 6? Only a few people got that right that I watched. They got him way too high. He's not, at this stage of his career, he's not there. But I think they're banking on him being a project player and evolving. I think when Tahani Salon turns 22, 23, he'll be a good player. He'll be a good rotational shooter with a few more skills. But I can't believe these niggas drafted Tahani Salon this early. Hey, Portland. Hey, I might get it. I might finally get one right. I think Montes Bucelis is going to be the guy that gets drafted by Portland. I predicted that he would go to Portland at number 7. Let's just try to get on the board. Let's go 3 out of 7. Let's go. I think Donovan Clingan's going to Memphis. I don't know, guys. I don't think Portland should get Clingan. I mean, they already paid Ayton. I'm surprised that Clingan's sliding down, but if Atlanta wasn't going to get him, then I think he's a sure thing for Memphis. You know, I decided to take a risk in my shit, but Portland's on the clock. Let's go. Wow. Yo, in the epilogue, we got a lot. Well, in the epilogue, we got a lot to talk about. Matter of fact, I won't do an epilogue. I will do one on my podcast, King Known Uncensored. I will be dropping a podcast episode tonight. I can't wait to discuss this draft because right now you're getting a live reaction here. Donovan Clingan going to Portland. He's going to back up Ayton, or are they going to trade DeAndre Ayton? Hey man, Portland might be good next year. That's a surprise pick. Damn, dog. Hey, San Antonio, Bucelis. San Antonio got to get Bucelis or Nikola Topic, man. Wow, man, I wasn't expecting that. So what are they going to do with Ayton? Are they going to keep them both? What y'all think they should do? I don't know, guys. That was a very interesting pick by Portland. We know what Clingan is capable of. We know he's a good player. So is he going to be the shot blocker off the bench for defensive plays? Because it seems like Portland's going younger. And then you got to question what they're doing with Jeremy Grant. What are they going to do with him? He's on the trade block. I mean, so it's going to be what? Scoot, Scoot, Simons, Sharp, Grant, and Ayton. But yeah, man, basically Donovan Clingan definitely going to be the sixth man off this bench, unless they bench Ayton. I got a feeling that they drafted Clingan to send a message to DeAndre Ayton. You fuck up, bro. We got your replacement right now. I'm super shocked at this. I think Portland just went with best player available. Honestly, I still think Rob Dillingham is the best player available at this point. If San Antonio gets Rob Dillingham, I still win. Yeah, I'm shocked about that one. We got a lot to talk about later on tonight, y'all. I'm gonna be up for quite a while making these decisions, talking about what each team should do. Because we're going to talk about definitely going to talk about the number one overall pick. I'm going to give my quick thoughts on each pick. You know, maybe about 2 minute segment, 1 minute segment on each one. And then I'm going to give my thoughts on all 30 teams and then what all they should do in the offseason again. Because, you know, we had landed the eliminated, but we didn't have what every team should do in the offseason. Rob Dillingham. Well, Rob Dillingham in a Stephon Castle backcourt in San Antonio, that would be lit. Next commercial, I'm definitely taking a bathroom break for sure. Ooh, Devin Carter on San Antonio. That be two Devin Vassell's right there. That's two Vassell's. I can't believe that Tahani Salon was drafted 6th overall. I hope that that the Hornets didn't make a mistake here. But the best players available are the best player available is Dillingham, Buzelis, Topic, Edie, Connect, Cody Williams. The pick is in from San Antonio. Hopefully they get Dillingham. That's the one I want to see them get right there. So that way you have Rob Dillingham, you have Stephon Castle, you have Devin Vassell, you have uh, who's the power forward in San Antonio? Is it Zach Collins? Yeah, it's probably Zach Collins and Victor Wembanyama. Yes. Technically, I'm 3 for 8 right now. I'm 3 for 8. I got Saw right, I got Shepard right, I got Dillingham right. Even though I had Dillingham going 4, I still had him going to the San Antonio Spurs, ladies and gentlemen. So I was right. Oh shit. Oh shit. We got a trade announcement. Hold up. Hold up. So Minnesota has got Rob Dillingham. Hey, whoa, whoa. This just in, ladies and gentlemen. Rob Dillingham was traded to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Whoa. That, hey, Minnesota, dog, they might go back to the conference finals. I ain't going to hold you. Whoa. I got to holler at my man's pause for Minnesota. Yeah, that's like he's Tyrese Maxey. That's what I compare him to. Tyrese Maxey. Wow. Unbelievable. I mean, so damn. Now to hear that you're 2 of 8. Minnesota Timberwolves. Crazy. He is going to be uh, lethal for them. You got him. You got Alexander Walker. You got Nas Reed. We Minnesota's one more player on their bench from championship contention. Wow. Just fucking wow. Unbelievable. All right. So Atlanta got Ricochet. Alex Sarr went to Washington. Reed Shepard, Houston. Stephon Castle, San Antonio. Ron Holland, Detroit. Tahani Salon, Charlotte. Donovan Clingan, Portland. And Rob Dillingham. Now, Memphis, I mean, obviously, you got to go with Zach Edey. Duh. They need a center, and Edey is that guy. I predicted Edey would go number 9 to Memphis, and I told y'all that was marking him at 17, 20, 25. Y'all was idiots. I'm telling y'all right now. Zach Edey got some Yao Ming, got some a little Nicola, a little bit of what's his name? What was the other comparison I had? Ivica Zubac. That's the stage that he's at right now. Ivica Zubac. Hopefully they don't trade Zach Edey. I'm telling you, they draft Zach Edey, boy. That completes the lineup. Now you got Ja, you got Smart, you got Bane, you got Jackson. Now you add Zach Edey to that. Then you got G.G. Jackson, Vince Williams. You know, now you got a little bench to go with that. I don't know if they're bringing back Luke Kennard though. We'll see. All right, we 3 for 9, niggas. We 3 for 9. Let's go. I'm probably gonna still be wrong on a lot of these. I'm surprised Matas Bucelis is sliding down. Nikola Topic, he's sliding down because he got a partially torn ACL. That's not shocking to me. Big Zach. I was just telling y'all, like, this dude completes this Memphis Grizzlies team. Now Memphis is going to be a threat now that they got Edey. They wouldn't have traded away Steven Adams if they wasn't going to go get Zach Edey. I knew if Clingan went off the board, which I knew he was going to be off the board before 9, I knew Zach Edey, if they was up there, they was going to snatch him. Nope. Oh, they're comparing him to Mirasan. That's funny. I say Ivica Zubac. Unstoppable. Mm. I mean, from a technical standpoint, Edey was the best available. Now that he's off the board, the best available to me is Matas Buzelis. And I truly believe that Utah is going to go after him because that is your new Andre Karolinko. Utah gets him. It's going to be very interesting for the Jazz. I mean, a 4-year college player. Where y'all niggas going to find that? Where y'all niggas going to find a 4-year college player? That's right, Richard. Tell these niggas, man. Don't count out Ja. Ja's coming back, Anthony Edwards. We'll see how good you really are then. With the Ja man back in the building, with the 12 gauge shotty, it's up. I love the Edey pick. Obviously, I picked him at 9 too, so I know y'all tired of hearing that bullshit, but fuck it. All right, so Matas Buzelis, I think that Utah's going to go get him because the pick is in right now. Interesting. Okay, old girl talking some shit. All right, he's built like a battleship. That's what's up. That's a good comparison right there. Good shit. Announcer lady. Wow. Damn, so that shooting from Buzelis, man, slid him down. Damn. Woo. Cody Williams was projected to be a possible top 10 pick. I love the pick for Utah. I mean, now you got Cody Williams and Taylor Hendricks. I'm surprised, man, but I think if he would have slid to where his brother was, that would have been more interesting, but that's good. I mean, I like Cody. Cody can play. He's a true point. He's a point forward, good 3-point shooter, very efficient, dunking ability, defensive ability, complete player. Oh, niggas got a handshake and shit. That's funny. Cody Williams, you're not going to get past him. That would, you know. I mean, but Cody Williams is probably going to play like, point forward, wing. Cody Williams is not, his game is not rebounding. His game is setting up the offense and playing defense. That's why I thought Utah would draft Ron Holland for some of the same reasons, but Williams is just a better shooter. Best players available right now to me, Dalton Connect, Matas Bucelis. Like, will Chicago get Matas Bucelis? That's a player that they need on that team. They don't have any wings on that team, not any good ones. But Cody Williams going 10. This is around the range I expected him to go. And Utah, great place for him to go. You kind of question whether he makes that starting lineup. That's going to be difficult for him to make. Like, will he start? That's the $1 million question. Are they going to continue with, Sexton, Clarkson, Markkanen? Maybe he could play the three and Markkanen can move to the four. Are they going to keep John Collins next year? Are they going to keep Walker Kessler? Utah's in the same place as Atlanta is. A team that needs to break up with their star players. The only trade that has happened so far is Rob Dillingham to Minnesota. I knew Minnesota was going to make a deal to help themselves get better, but getting Rob Dillingham, who is pretty much a Tyrese Maxey prototype, wow. So now that it's a commercial, you know what I'm saying? I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. Promise. All right, y'all. I'm sorry about that. I said 5 minutes and I took 10 minutes. If you know, you know. But Matas Bussell is going to Chicago. Big moves, big moves. That was a good move. Yeah, he was the best player available, and Chicago needs a wing. That's what they needed, and Chicago got what they wanted. I mean, my comparison was Andre Karolinko. Great defensive ability, not the best shooter, but got athleticism, can guard interior and perimeter. Now you got the youth movement in Chicago. Will Levine and DeRozan return? And if DeRozan doesn't return, Buzelis can replace him. I'm not saying that DeRozan can be replaced, figuratively speaking, but I'm talking about like if they lose DeRozan, they got a guy for their future that they can depend on for to get buckets because that mid-range game, Buzelis is dope. It's that three-point shot that's not consistent, but he's got that Andre Karolinko game. Yeah, man. The emotions are high, baby. You love to see it. I mean, he going to Chirac though, but I think he makes an immediate impact. He might start next year because it's a guard field team right now. I mean, the lineup could look something like I don't know, White, Dosumo, Buzelis, DeRozan, and Vucevic. I know Levine and DeRozan. You know what I'm saying? But the future is bright over there. I mean, and if Lonzo Ball can come off the bench, but I have a feeling that the Bulls are definitely gonna probably cut him or trade him. That's just me. But Buzelis, man, I'm surprised he fell to 11 though. So the best player available right now to me is Dalton Connect, and I think that Oklahoma City's definitely gonna choose Dalton Connect. Yeah, man. It's very interesting draft, man. I gotta tell you. I mean, a lot of people in this draft went with best available instead of team needs. My perspective was based on what the team actually needed. Wow, interesting. Wow, so they got their Josh Giddey replacement, basically. Nikola Topic is a good pick. I mean, I had Topic going in the first round, but obviously his draft stock dropped because of the ACL thing. He partially tore his ACL in May, so he might not be able to contribute until November, December. But good pickup for OKC. He's the Josh Giddey replacement. So you're getting, this is a guy I compared to, ironically, Josh Giddey. Like, his efficiency is what I like about him. He got some talent. He got some bounce. Need to make the three consistently. He was just improving that before he got hurt. He was just improving that 3-point shot, until he got hurt. But I like, he's 6'6", like Giddey. Got good athleticism. I don't know how his athleticism is going to be after he returns from injury, but I like his ability to attack the basket. He definitely reminds me of Josh Giddey. So that's very fucking interesting to me that OKC drafted him, especially over a Dalton Knecht, which would be interesting if Sacramento got him. Topic is a good pick for Oklahoma City, though. I would have rather them pick Knecht because I felt like he's the best player available now. But if Knecht goes to Sacramento, oh yeah, that's a step in the right direction and keeping a guy like De'Aaron Fox happy. Okay, I think I could. I think. Well, the sun's going down. Thank God. Turn on a little bit of light. Now we got the lighting that we deserve here. Late in the game. Oh man, I've been on Twitch 2 hours. We're only at 12. It's gonna be very interesting to see. But you know, you'll get my final thoughts on everything on my podcast. You're just getting immediate reactions right now. But who should Sacramento get? I had Sacramento picking Devin Carter. So hopefully Sacramento gets Devin Carter or gets Dalton Knecht. That's going to be my prediction for this. A lot of surprises. So far my biggest surprises is Rob Dillingham going to Minnesota. That was the biggest surprise right there. Was not expecting that one. Detroit picking Ron Holland was the biggest shock to me. I couldn't believe Detroit went and got him. I don't know what Langdon was going for. Is he trying to make the Pistons the most athletic team? Because obviously we not a jump shooting team. Now, Cade is still the best shooter on the team right now. All right, Sacramento, Devin Carter, hopefully. What I tell y'all, boy? Finally. Finally. Finally, so what am I? I'm 3 of 13. Looking like a Killian Hayes stat line out this bitch. Looking like a fucking tour date with the mock draft, eh? Well, actually, no. I'm 4 of 14. I'm 4 of 13. My bad. Got to give myself a little bit of grace. Goddamn. I did guess Alex Sarr, Reed Shepard, Zach Edey, and now Devin Carter going to Sacramento. I knew it. I mean, him and Malik Monk gonna tear that motherfucking bench up. I told y'all. This is a pick right here that Sacramento desperately needed because the guard play was just not it. Like Davion Mitchell has not turned out to be the player that he should have been. So Devin Carter can push the point. He can score. He's got that Steph Curry Dame time range. My comparison was Keontae George, actually, from the Utah Jazz. What the fuck? This nigga out here looking like Prince. Devin Carter got that rebounding ability. That's what's not talked about. He can rebound well for the guard position. That defense, too. Like that nigga remind me, he got that Steph Curry mentality now. He got the Steph mentality. He's Steffortless. Got that rebounding ability. That's gonna help Sacramento, I'm telling you. He might take Kevin Huerter's spot while you bullshitting. I think that light is a conflict. Hold on. He's definitely NBA ready. I agree with what all of they're saying. He's the best rebounding guard in the draft. Why is it still dark? Pause. Pause. Fuck it, I'm dark skinned. Okay, so we got Washington's next pick. All right, best y'all gonna get me. So basically, I love the Carter pick. Obviously, I had them picking Carter, but the best player available is still Dalton Connect for me. I had Washington selecting Jacoby Walter at 14. Well, technically it was Portland's pick, but now Washington needs a guard. Flat out. Dalton Dalton Connect is a 2 guard, but I think they need a 1. I think they need the best point guard available. And I think that Isaiah Collier comes to mind here. He's got the adult point guard game. Now, although Jacoby Walter, they need scoring. I mean, I like Jacoby Walter. I like Dalton Connect for them. I like Isaiah Collier for them. Let's see what the Wizards do at 14. Whoa! They went up and got Bub Carrington. Now that is something that I did not expect. And hey, guess who I compared him to? Chauncey Billups, his head coach right now. That is the perfect fucking mentor for Bub Carrington. I knew Bub Carrington was going to be a first round pick. I called that, but I had him going 29th to Utah. But I like the Bub Carrington pick because of the coach. You know what I'm saying? I am shocked that, well, actually, you know what? I take that back. He's going to Washington. But fuck it. My bad, y'all. My bad. Let me correct myself before y'all kill me in the fucking comments. But yeah, my comparison was Chauncey Billups. He's 6'3", 6'4", like Chauncey. He got that shot like Chauncey. He can distribute like Chauncey. But him going to Washington got their point guard. They got their point guard now. But I like the Bub Carrington pick for Washington. Even though he's not the most talented player available, but they need guard play badly in Washington. But again, time and time again, I had to tell y'all, Washington's still going top 5 next year in the draft. They talk about Detroit being a shithole. Washington's an even bigger shithole, like a manhole over there in Washington, boy. So next pick at 15, I had the Miami Heat selecting Isaiah Collier. But my comparison for Carrington was Chauncey Billups. I'm shocked about Carrington going mid first. I did not expect that. Okay, so Bub Carrington going at number 14 was the biggest shocker for me. They actually could have got Bub Carrington at 26. I think Bub Carrington would have still been available, in my personal opinion. I think he would have still been up there. But I have the Miami Heat selecting Isaiah Collier at 15. But, you still got Jacoby Walter, Dalton Connect. I'm surprised he's falling this low. Maybe it's because he went to Tennessee. I don't know. I don't know about that, y'all. I really don't. Miami doesn't necessarily. I mean, they could get Dalton Connect to replace Duncan Robinson, who I feel like has wore out his welcome in Miami. Jacoby Walter would be a great scorer to have off the bench. But my choice for them is Isaiah Collier. But man, this has been a very interesting thought. Like the Rob Dillingham going to Minnesota was the most shocking thing. Pistons drafting Ron Holland, that was shocking. And Bub Carrington going to Washington at 14 was a shock too because Washington could have got him at 26. But my next guess, hopefully, the Miami Heat draft Isaiah Collier, Bronny's teammate out of USC. But yeah, man, this has been a shocker. Like, I don't think anybody has a perfect draft board. Oh yeah, and Tahani Salon going to Charlotte. That was the craziest pick. Man, Charlotte has not made great top picks. The only great picks that they've made was LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller. James Booknight didn't work. Kai Jones is on that dope. Motherfucking who else was a bust? Mark Williams hasn't panned out well. Like they haven't been the best decision makers with their first round picks. I think Salon might be a project player, or he could just be a stationary shooter for now. So my best player available is Dalton Connect, but hopefully they draft Isaiah Collier from USC. That would be my guess right there. You know, my stream may be a little bit behind. I know the pick has been announced already. Jarrett McCain would be interesting too. Oh wow! Khalil Ware is another guy that I did not expect to go mid first. I thought he'd be later in the draft, but Miami got a true center. Now Bam can play the power forward now. Khalil Ware is a great shot blocker. He can shoot the three. He's just got to work on his post game. He's a lob threat. He's athletic. Needs to get in the gym a little bit. Needs to stock up on that protein, my nigga. But other than that, Khalil Ware, good pick by the Miami Heat. I'm shocked about that because I watched a lot of Khalil Ware. I watched a lot of his tape, And I'm glad that he got drafted. Like I said, the kid needs to put on some weight, pause. But other than that, I like Khalil Ware because Bam could finally play power forward. I mean, Bam's a good center, but he's a better power forward because he got that mid-range game. And now you got two guys in the paint that block shots. See, they're saying what I'm saying. But he got that three ball, though. Come on, they're saying everything that I'm saying. I like the Khalil Ware pick for Miami. It's very interesting, I must say. Yeah, but Khalil Ware at 15, I don't think anybody had that shit on their bingo card. But I love the pick for Miami because they don't really have a backup center for Bam. You know, they don't have any centers but Thomas Bryant, and he don't get no clock. So I think Khalil Ware is ready to play. But he gotta eat, man. That motherfucker like 214, 220 at the most. You know, brother gotta get in the gym. And I think Bam is going to compete against him at practice and teach him a lot. And I think he'll be one of the elite shot blockers in the NBA. And don't forget, Khalil Ware, don't leave him open. You can make that three. He doesn't attempt many of them, but you know, all right, so let's move on to the Sixers. I think they should select Jared McCain. It's that fucking simple. Jared McCain. Jared McCain or Isaiah Collier. The best player available is still Dalton Connect, and I'm surprised that Connect has fallen to the mid first. Dalton Connect would be dope for Philly. I'd love for that to happen. But I don't know, man. Let's see what the Sixers do. Hopefully, they draft Jared McCain. She is saying the same names that I'm saying. Come on now. Shit, nigga. In my Murder Mace voice, you gotta listen to the expert. Thank Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Ain't that Jay Billis? That said that's a draft expert. That's one of the top 3 draft experts that we have. Saying that Dalton Knecht should have went top 10. I feel like Knecht should have been 11th. I had him 11th overall. So I think the Sixers should draft Dalton Knecht. He's the best player that's left on the board. I agree. No, that's Jonathan Givony that said that. Okay. Dalton Knecht, Jared McCain. Those are the 2 best players available, and I think that I feel like Philly should draft. Kaishan. Yeah, Jacoby Walter. That's another guy that I think he's second left over on my draft board. That's left over. That's the best available. Walter would be cold for Philly. Uh-oh. Who got traded? Oh. Oh. Something we already know. Man, I thought that nigga had something different. Same old train. Yes, I got another one right, y'all. The expert, expert junior and shit. Yeah, nigga. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right out of 16. God damn. That's a LD motherfucker in a goddamn calculus class type shit. Hey man, that's the perfect fit for Philly. My player comparison was Klay Thompson. You know what I'm saying? And oh yeah, I didn't do my draft comparisons. I'm fucking up tonight. But yeah, I said oh yeah, I just missed Khalil Ware. So my Khalil Ware comparison was um Brooke Lopez and Clint Capella. Okay. So Jared McCain at 16, I compared him to a shorter version of Klay Thompson. Not the current Klay Thompson, but the old Klay Thompson. He can play. Jared McCain can play basketball. Like that dude, he's perfect for Philly. And that's why I had him listed at the exact number 16 pick. I'm 5 of 16. I'm not very happy about that because Dalton Knecht is falling down the draft board. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Los Angeles Lakers took a crack at him. But unfortunately, they already got another jump shooting white boy there. So it's going to be 2 of them. Will the Lakers get Isaiah Collier to team up with Bronny in LA? We shall find out. Like I said, Klay Thompson. Klay Thompson. Shout out to everybody on Twitch. I don't know who the fuck's watching. You know, y'all been with me for the 2 hours and 47 minutes that this draft has been going on. Thank you very much. If you cut, even if you just popped in just to see what the fuck was going on, thank you. We appreciate that. Okay, talking big, talking pause big, Mr. McCain, but hey, he perfect for Philly. So so let's see what the Lakers do at 17. Again, the best player available is Dalton Connect. I don't think the Lakers should fuck this up. I think they should go get him. Now you got two Austin Reeveses now. You got two Eminems now. Oh Lord, Richard, man, come on with this LeBron slurping, dog. God damn. ESPN is a bunch of LeBron glazers, and so is FS1. Can't wait till LeBron retire, man, because that glazing shit. Ridiculous. Another one? Uh-oh. Oh, something we already know. It's about time. Great pickup, Lakers. Great pickup. He's got that shooting, man. That's going to be a scary guy. If LeBron happens to stay, if Anthony Davis happens to stay, this will be a good dude to go with LeBron, the LeBron system. He'll be ready to catch and shoot that bitch. Yeah, they hold Dalton Connect. Dalton Connect should have went way earlier in this draft. So I had the Lakers originally selecting Kevin McCullough, but my comparison for Connect was Bogdan Bogdanovich from the Atlanta Hawks. The Lakers got a player like that. That should help a little bit, maybe. Still a playing team, though. He doesn't make that much of a fucking difference. Oh, Lord. They talking about not like us on ESPN. Damn, Drake. How come they're not talking about Family Matters on ESPN? I'm just trying to know something. OV ho. But I had the Lakers selecting Kevin McCullough from Kansas at 17. But, you know, connect, he's the best player available. So I would have went with him over McCullough in this situation because I already had connect off the board. Orlando, I originally had Tehani Salon going there. I didn't think that he would go that high, but fuck it, man. Orlando, Isaiah Collier. They need Isaiah Collier. That's the guy. That's the one. My best player available, though, is Jacoby Walter, which they can also use. But Isaiah Collier should be the guy that they should select here because they need a point guard. Jalen Suggs is a two guard. So Collier and Suggs alongside each other in that backcourt in Orlando with Franz, Poilo, and center by committee would be great for Orlando. You got another Franz Wagner. I mean, I like that for Orlando. I like him as a backup role, but Tristan Da Silva, my player comparisons was Hedo Turkoglu and Peja Stojakovic put together because, he got the Hedo handle, but he got the Stojakovic jump shot. I mean, he's 6'9" and could just light it up. Tristan Da Silva could play. That's a good pick for Orlando. I had Da Silva going 19 to Toronto. I mean, I like the silver for Orlando. That's another Franz Wagner off the bench. So now you got two Franz Wagners now. But I like the De Silva pick for Orlando. Now Toronto. Oh, I was so close. I was one pick off. God damn it. Toronto, I don't know what direction they should go. I mean, if they're not going to re-sign quickly, then Collier is a good option. Isaiah Collier is my best player left available. Actually, you know what? Jacoby Walter is my best player available. My bad. So I say they should go get Jacoby Walter. Is that Joey? Oh yeah, that is Joey Badass. I know that voice from anywhere. Yeah, that's a Joey joint. I forgot the name of the song though. Joey, my man. Joey Badass. Yeah, man. But Toronto, I mean, Jacoby Walter, Isaiah Collier. That would be my choice. Because the person I originally wanted for Toronto got taken 18. That's fucked up. I was one pick off. Mm, mm, mm. We're almost at the end. We're at 19 right now. Still got 11 more to go. Damn, I didn't even know this shit was gonna be. I didn't know this stream was gonna be 3 hours, but fuck it, we here, Twitch. I got about 2 hours and 18 minutes here. Jacoby Walker's the best player left on the board, on my board. And I can see Toronto picking him. Yeah, the Lakers got two M&Ms now on their team. Oh boy, Jacoby Walter got drafted by Toronto. He can ball. He can score. That would be a good, quickly replacement if they don't re-sign him. He can score. But I like Jacoby Walter, though, man. That dude got a shot. He can score. I mean, this is another Gary Trent, basically. And then they drafted a shooter last year in Grady, man. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck Toronto's doing nowadays, man. I mean, I just know that Scotty Barnes just got a lot of money, and I would like to borrow $1 million from that motherfucker right now. Because he'll probably get that shit away. So now, best talent available. I mean, we got Isaiah Collier, Kevin McCullough still up here. I know McCullough was hurt, so he might go early second. There was that possibility, but I based that my choice on team needs. Cleveland, Flip. That would be my guess. Kyle Filipowski. Filipowski from Duke. He needs to go to Cleveland. He'd be the perfect choice for them. They definitely need some backup. Trying to figure out, is Detroit going to trade up or are we done? Because I have a lot to talk about. Am I going to do draft grades? That's a tough one. I don't know, guys. I don't know. We'll do draft grades on a separate episode. I think that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna do the draft. I'm gonna talk about each team, and how they did. Then we'll do the draft grades after day two. I'll do draft grades after day two so that we can see the second round picks that went off the board. We'll do draft grades later. But we're gonna focus on the draft order. We're gonna do draft orders, and then we're gonna talk about how it impacts their team. Flip, my nigga Flipowski. Tidhani Salon going fucking sixth is crazy right now. What? I mean, I had Jalen Tyson going first round, but I didn't expect him to go this early. But Jalen Tyson got game. My player comparison was Desmond Bane. He got that Desmond Bane game. He could set up the offense and he could just shoot. He ain't never met a fucking bucket that he ain't shoot at. That motherfucker's a sniper. And then he's got that defense too, like Desmond Bane. Infiltrates the passing lanes. Not necessarily a lockdown defender. A little bit slow feet, but he can, he can play. He can play. Jalen Tyson going to Cleveland. Hey, that's interesting. I like him. I like him though. I like him. I forgot about the secondary facilitator thing. Thank you, announcer lady. Jalen Tyson got game, dog. I like Jalen Tyson for Cleveland, but damn, Flip is falling down the draft board. You know, Filipowski went in earlier in the college season a top 10 prospect. Now he's going in the 20s where I predicted he would go, but damn. All right, so my best player available is now Kevin McCullough. Kevin McCullough, Kyle Filipowski. So Ingram's eligible for a $209 million extension, the Donovan Mitchell deal. Okay. Well, you know, New Orleans, I don't know, man. I mean, I love Ingram like a stepbrother, but see what I mean? He's talking about Flip, you know, at around here. But you know, McCullers, my best player available, even though I think, you know, he has injuries, you know, but the talent and the gamble pays off. You know what I'm saying? It's not about now because people pick Nikola Topic, you know, OKC picked Topic. Good pick. Good pick. Great pick by New Orleans. East Misi, bro. Great fucking pick. My player comparison was Clint Capella, New Orleans. They just talked about New Orleans needed rim protection. That's your guy. Now he paused. He's a little raw. You know what I mean? But he's the rim protector. He's the lob threat. This is a guy, you know, he kind of reminds me also of a former player from New Orleans, Jackson Hayes, but way better at shot blocking. This is another Kalel Ware with no jumper. This dude, all he knows is 5 feet and in. But I tell y'all, lob threat, ladies and gentlemen. I like him, man, for New Orleans. New Orleans deserves a player like this. Hell, I mean, if Valanciunas leaves in free agency, he'll be ready to step in for Jonas. I mean, I like this dude. Pause for New Orleans. Phoenix Suns. I mean, my choice would be Deron Holmes. That's the best. That would be, that was my original choice. But Isaiah Collier is still on the board. Kevin McCullough is still on the board. And Kyle Filipowski is still on the board. I wouldn't be surprised if Phoenix got flipped. Phoenix is that type of team. And I ironically compared him to Bobo, who would possibly be maybe his future teammate if he doesn't leave. Um, Phoenix, Deron Holmes. That should be the choice right there. So far, damn near every pick that I've had in here has been picked up. Everybody that was on my draft board, a lot of them got picked up. There has been nobody that wasn't in my top 30 that was picked. There's nobody that that has been picked so far. Oh wow. I found out some shit. So Phoenix traded their pick to Denver. Wow. So I got the pick right at 22, just the wrong team. So does that make me right then at number 22? Because I had okay. Okay. Yo, so Phoenix traded their pick. So, like I said, Deron Holmes, best player available at this position right here. Niggas gonna be like, oh yeah, you 30 seconds behind. He's already been picked. Motherfucker, I know. Leave me alone. Let me live in my fantasy world 30 seconds behind. So Phoenix has a first round pick, y'all. So I knew Deron Holmes was going number 22. Deron Holmes doesn't have a flaw in this game. Now he's going to Denver. That's what Denver needs. You know what I'm saying? That's what Denver needs at 22. My player comparison was Miles Turner. Miles Turner, you know what I'm saying? A big man with three-point shooting ability. He can shoot the mid-range. He can block shots. He can rebound. His only issue is, he didn't always play the top-level college competition because he went to Dayton. He could do it. He's very skilled, man. Like Denver, this is a guy that Denver needs. This is the backup that Nikola Jokic needs. This is another guy. Pick and roll, pick and pop, mid-range, three-pointer. But man, that is crazy though. That is fucking crazy. I tell you. Like I like the Deron Holmes pick by Denver. So yeah, man. Yeah, sorry, I'm not talking, man. I'm just engaged right now, man. Focus, man. Motherfuckers keep texting me and shit, asking me what I think about everything. I'm like, hold up. Tonight's the night. Trust. So, I mean, so Milwaukee, who should they pick? I mean, the best players available: Isaiah Collier, Kevin McCullough, Kyle Filipowski, Ryan Dunn. I had the Milwaukee Bucks selecting Ryan Dunn at 23. Ryan Dunn seems like a Milwaukee Bucks caliber type of nigga. Defense, defense, defense. Lives, eats, breathes, and shits defense. Pretty much uh the college version of Ron Holland. Ryan Dunn's got to get drafted by this team. Ryan Dunn, the best defender in the draft, athletic, unstoppable in the open floor. You know what it is. Hey man, these are all everybody they're naming was on my draft board. A lot of people are saying that Johnny Furphy's the best. This is the first person. AJ Johnson's the first person that has been picked all night that was not on my draft board. But I got some glimpses of AJ Johnson. He definitely is an athletic guard. Little motherfucker though. I thought that he was going to be an early second. I'm surprised they picked AJ Johnson this early, but hey, man, he would have been up there. I think he's going to the G League, though, personally. I don't think he's going to get any clap because they already got Andre Jackson, Marjon Beauchamp. You know, they already got some young cats. I felt like Ryan Dunn should have been the pick, man. Milwaukee fucked up with that one. No disrespect. EBT awards still come on. I mean, I will review the awards, but you know the industry plant Sexy Red and Ice Spice probably gonna win some shit. Oh Lord, Taraji's hosting. I don't know if I'm gonna watch. Hopefully Kendrick's there. You know Drake white ass ain't gonna be there. He gonna be at the VMAs. You know, white boy gotta go to the goddamn let me stop. Let me stop. All right, so the New York Knicks, A. I don't know, man. I mean, I had them picking Jalen Tyson, but Johnny Furphy is a good option. That's another guy that I had them, you know, picking that late. I mean, a lot of draft boards have him as the best player available and shit. Wow, Isaiah Collier, not a first round pick. Y'all serious? I can see McCullough not being a first. That was a risky pick by your boy. You know, I like to take risks sometimes. But New York, I mean Johnny Furphy, I can see that. Kaishan George, Bobby Clintman. Oh, New York to trade it 24 to the Washington Wizards. Oh shit. Well, Wizards can get Ryan Dunn then. Well, Wizards, you know you got a second crack at Isaiah Collier, even though they drafted somebody else at who the fuck they drafted? Who the fuck did the Wizards draft earlier? Obviously Sar, but oh yeah, Bob Carrington. Bob Carrington. I mean, you know, I think Johnny Furphy's going to be the New York Knicks pick at 25. Okay, well, Kaishan George is going to Washington, and I had Washington selecting Kaishan George at 26. Kaishan George going to Washington. This is another one that I was right about. So New York and Washington swapped the 24th and the 26th picks. So New York moved down. Interesting. I don't know why the fuck you moved 2 spots down, but whatever. Keyshawn George going to Washington. I predicted that shit anyway, so I was right. Okay, we get there. We get there on some shit now. All right, let's see. Let's go back to what I got right. We got Alex Sarr going number 2. I got that right. Houston picking Reed Shepard. That's 2. Zach Edey. That's 3. Devin Carter. That's 4. Jared McCain. That's 5. And now, I mean, from a technical standpoint, I didn't have DaRon Holmes going to Denver, but I'm going to count this for myself. Having DaRon Holmes going number 22 overall. I was correct about that. So that's 6. Then Kaishan George going to the Washington Wizards. That's 7. So I'm 7 for 26. God damn. All right, so Johnny Furphy at 25. Come on, New York. Let's add some more, gang. Let's add some more, gang. Let's go. Because, shit, man. Bruh. I got to do this live, and then I got to record a podcast episode. This is going to be interesting to see if I even stay awake here. Trying to decide right now, am I going to get some real food or am I going to do the podcast in the morning? That's very difficult decisions here. Because once I get some food, man, I'm going to be yawning and it's going to be time for bed. I say New York drafts Isaiah Collier and Johnny Furphy back to back. That's just me. Hopefully, Furphy gets the next selection. No, I'm kind of hella behind, eh? Hold on. So Ryan Dunn being a second round pick is a possibility. Is crazy, but I got the Kaishan George thing right. Isaiah Collier. They're mentioning all the players that are on my board. The only one that wasn't selected, that wasn't on my board, is A.J. Johnson. Wow, Pacome Dade, bro. He wasn't on my board. Mm. That wasn't on my bingo card either. I didn't get to watch this much. I didn't get to watch much film on Pacome, but he's pretty good. But I got a feeling that nigga gonna be in the G League. He's very young though. He's young as fuck. He's only what, 9? He's turning 19 this year. Yeah, I remember that defense not being that good. He could score though. The Knicks are trading the number 26 pick to the OKC Thunder. Interesting. Very interesting. That was crazy. Wow. So New York is still 20. So Comey died I wasn't a big fan at that pick. Yo, that is crazy. That was crazy right there. That nigga said the size, the length. Yo, that is crazy what that nigga just said, bro. Yo, yo, that is wild, bro. That pause, man. Just pause. You're a little bit too excited about that size and that length, homie. Dylan Jones is another guy that I saw on the draft board, but I didn't think he would get picked. Mm, that's some game though. I didn't watch a lot of tape on Dylan Jones, but he looks like a point forward. This is OKC. I don't know if he's gonna get clock over there. This could be another G League guy. He's gonna have to work to get into that rotation. There's some dogs on OKC. So Minnesota's on the clock. I had Minnesota picking Bobby Clintman at 27, but we'll see. You never know. We're on the last three picks, and then I'm going to go live on the pod, and we're going to talk some shit. OKC is sending five second round picks to the Knicks for Dylan Jones at 26. So the Knicks just traded their whole motherfucking first. So now the Knicks got 5 second-round picks instead of 5 first-round picks. What a great recovery for New York. Even though first-round picks are more valuable, obviously, but it's some great players that got picked in the second round. Tony Parker, well, actually, no, Manu Ginobili. Yeah, man, this is winding down. Lord have mercy. I've been live on Twitch almost 4 fucking hours. I've been live on here 3 hours. I don't know if I'm gonna watch this shit back. Maybe later, because this shit here, these last few picks right here have been weird. A lot, now we're getting to the point where a lot of people that I did not pick is getting picked. You know what I'm saying? In the second round now. Now that I'm seeing like Johnny Furphy has not been picked. Ryan Dunn has not been picked. Isaiah Collier has not been picked. Kevin McCullough has not been picked. Bobby Clinton has not been picked. Tyler Smith has not been picked. And those are the ones that are left on my board. Everybody else has been picked up. I've heard a lot about Terrence Shannon Jr. from Illinois. He could play. Mm. Ooh, Minnesota got a steal. Yep. Averaged 23 points. Damn. Okay, so the Suns are next up. So Terrence Shannon Jr. He looks athletic. He looks like a good finisher. He looks like he could play some defense. I did not review Terrence Shannon Jr., but he was on a lot of boards late in the first round. Mm. Yeah, Terrence McCullough. Oh my goodness. Oh boy, I hate to be I'm surprised Malika Andrews ain't said. I'm surprised Malika Andrews ain't bring up the case. Malika Andrews usually is the fucking face of oh my God, he has this case and that case. I'm surprised Jay Billis did it because I guess they ain't want no heat on her because they had the heat on her ass for what she did with Brandon Miller last year. So basically, Terrence Shannon Jr. was not guilty of felony rape and aggravated sexual assault. So it was an alleged incident in a bar, but the witnesses said that they never saw Shannon approach a woman in that manner. So this chick basically lied on him, and he testified on his own behalf and got acquitted. So shout out to Terrence Shannon Jr., man. These hoes be lying, straight lying, because they see a nigga that has potential to be successful with his life, and then they want to bring him down. So salute to Terrence Shannon Jr., man. So Ryan Dunn gets selected by Phoenix. This is another guy that, this is a high character player, the best defender in the draft, not a great shooter. He's going to have to work on that jump shot. This is another guy that was on my board. Shout out to Ryan Dunn. But I think he could be a great backup to Aaron Gordon. He can play that 4. Him and Christian Braun, they could lock in together. They will be great off the bench. So the Suns got Ryan Dunn and not Denver. Okay, so the Suns got the pick. Denver traded Ryan Dunn to the Suns. That's the perfect player. They need that. They need defense bad, and that's the perfect guy right there. Yo, Isaiah Collier, I did not expect him to fall this low. That is crazy. Johnny Furphy fell lower. Tyler Smith. I'm surprised, man. I'm surprised Flip, man. Yo, Kyle Filipowski, bro. He fell low as fuck. Isaiah Collier. Yeah, man. So he's going to Utah. A lot of guards over there. I'm surprised they selected another guard, though. They got Keontae George. They got Colin Sexton. So my guess is they're looking to probably start George next year. Collier, my player comparison was Andre Miller. Like, he got that mature game, and then Rod Strickland was another one because of the way that he finished at the fucking basket. He's got the Rod Strickland dribble and layup package. Pause. Mm. Hey, yo, that was crazy. But yeah, man, this is fucking wild that Collier fell that low. He should have been way higher. But Utah, I don't know, man, if they're gonna use him. I'm nervous about that. I got a feeling that I fear that this kid might not get the clock he deserves. I think that he goes to another team. Like I don't know if he like hopefully he can move his way up unless they trade George or Sexton, which I highly doubt. We got the 30th pick, Boston. I mean the best. I mean Filipowski, man, that should be the guy that they go for. Filipowski. Who else? Jared McCullough still on the board. Not Jared McCullough, but Kevin McCullough. Kevin McCullough, Johnny Furphy, Tyler Smith, Bobby Clintman. Yeah, man, we're about to close these lives out, man. I know y'all sick of seeing me, man. Whoever the fuck watched. There's a couple people that peeked in on here. Well, let's see, man. Let's see who the last pick is. We're gonna talk about this on the podcast tonight. Of course, the 2024 NBA draft. I'm gonna definitely get me a snack before I start because I've been battling, man. I've been battling and I've been winning. I've been trying not to DoorDash. I almost did it twice, and then I checked my bank account and I got more motivation not to fucking DoorDash. Baylor Shireman. Creighton. Another white. Is he? What is he? They say he's a forward. Day 2, I'm not going to watch day 2 in its entirety, and I am not going live for another 4 hours tomorrow. Fuck all that. I will just wait until, they only made day 2 of the NBA draft so that Bronny could get drafted because it's a weak draft. Okay, Baylor Shireman is a three-point shooter. So you got a tall version of Sam Hauser, who's left-handed. Got it. Boston got a high IQ player. That's what it's looking like to me from the short footage that they're showing. He's a wing who can pass. Boston needs bench depth, so Baylor Shireman could get some clock next year. But all right, y'all, man, I appreciate you guys for staying live with me. I'm going to get up off of here, and I'm going to start recording my podcast episode. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. God bless you. Good night.